Louisiana State Police released new video of the fatal crash investigators say LSU star Kyren Lacy caused. Good evening, I'm John Snell.
And I'm Meg Gatto. State Police doubled down on Lacy's alleged responsibility.
Chris Joseph reports the release of the new video comes days after Lacy's attorney released video of his own.
There was a green charger. There was a green charger that caused all this.
The Louisiana State Police released new video from December 2024 of a state trooper arriving at what would become a fatal crash in Lafourche Parish. The trooper sees the damaged vehicles and talks with witnesses and drivers. State police say the late LSU wide receiver Kyren Lacy drove the green Charger. It released footage of that green Charger driving the wrong way on a two-lane highway, passing several vehicles, including an 18-wheeler. Video shows Lacy's green Charger get back into the correct lane just before the crash. But state police say the driver of a gold truck saw Lacy coming at him head-on and swerved right to avoid him. Troopers say a woman driving a white car behind the truck swerved left into oncoming traffic.
The other car, I was trying to dodge by not hitting them by coming around.
One witness in the newly released state police body camera video described what he saw.
She had no choice. She hits the pole, she gets this.
Video seconds after the crash shows Lacy slowed down, drove around the scene, and left. State police say 10 minutes later, Lacy called a personal injury and defense attorney in Baton Rouge. Troopers say Lacy's reckless driving triggered a series of events that led to the crash, which killed 78-year-old Herman Hall, a former Marine. State police later arrested Lacy for several charges, including negligent homicide. Lacy never got his day in court. He killed himself in April during an unrelated police chase in Houston. It was 2 days before a grand jury would have heard the case. Homa TV station HTV published a more than 40-minute interview last Friday with Lacy's attorney, Matthew Ori. Ori shows a zoomed-in version of the same video.
So what you'll see is in the top left of the screen, you're going to see multiple cars just making their way south to Thibodaux, coming from Vacherie. At some point in time, you're going to see the collision, which we're going to know is vehicle number 2 from oncoming traffic colliding with the vehicle of Mr. Hall. You will see another vehicle come to a stop, and then you'll see Kyren Lacy come to a stop.
Ori does not deny Lacy passed vehicles beforehand.
We know from data that Kyren Lacy did, in fact, pass 4 cars. There's no disputing that. Further north, Kyren Lacy passed 4 cars. However, he was back in his lane of travel 92.3 yards. Back in his lane, behind Mr. Hall. At the time of impact, he's 72.6 yards behind the vehicles at the time of impact. Keyword, behind the vehicles. That is not how this story was ever painted.
Ori says a report from the Lafourche Parish Attorney's Office confirms Lacy was 72 yards behind the crash. The video sparked intense debate online. Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Responti says people should not jump to conclusions.
Always, you don't know what happened before or after what you see on the screen. It looks to me possibly like he could have some fault. It looks to me that maybe the lady in the white car turned into traffic instead of the other way, so there could be, in civil language, comparative fault here. But I don't know. I don't know, and that's why this needs to be, the brakes need to be hit, and everybody needs to take a breath.
Attorney General Liz Murrill says Lacy's return to his lane does not absolve him of responsibility, and she is reviewing the case. She says her review of the investigation continues. Now, we reached out to Ori's office and Lacy's parents for an interview, have not heard back from either.